Hello and happy fall, y'all. So today we are tackling a few of my kitchen under cabinets. I wanted to just try to organize as best as I could and also streamline some things. These cabinets, while they weren't horrible, they weren't as organized as I would like them. So because I'm on this journey and normally the fall is a precursor to Christmas and the holidays, I wanted to just go ahead and get these cabinets done, clean up a little bit. They haven't been touched really in months. So I wanted to go ahead and just pull everything out, clean my base cabinet, and then put things back, reorganize some things, and you'll see later on in the video that I'm going to reassign some items just so it makes more sense for me. So I'm just pulling out my Le Creuset cookware, this enamel coated cast iron. These pieces are super durable and I love them so. Orange is one of my favorite colors. They do have green. I'm going to acquire some green pieces, but you see me pulling out so many things. These things have been with me for over 10, 15 years. That's how long. Those are lemon decals when I was into buying white cookware and decaling things myself. So, yeah, so I'm going on and I'm just going to pull out from these two base cabinets, and then on the other side of the kitchen, I'm going to also pull out everything, reassign them, get rid of things that I'm not using, donate things that I don't need anymore and such. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and play some music and watch me work, y'all. Okay, guys, so I have finished. I've pulled out every last item under these cabinets. It's somewhat refreshing, but you can take a good look at all of the items that were underneath my cabinets. So now I can kind of assess what I use, what I'm not using, what I will reach for, but not always, and kind of do a little finagling and reassigning of some things. And for the most part, I'm using almost everything, a good 80%. But now I'm going to go ahead and get into these cabinets. So I'm taking my handheld vacuum cleaner and I'm just going to vacuum up any small debris, any crumbs that may have gotten inside the cabinets and dirt and things of that nature. And I'm going to also give it a nice wipe down with some multi-purpose cleaner. Okay, so now it's time for me to put back my items. And what I'm doing is I'm switching the cabinets. Previously, I had my Ziploc bags and containers in the cabinet next to the first base cabinet. But because the drawer above, I keep my foil parchment paper, clear or cling wrap, and something else in the first and second drawer that hovers over this first base cabinet, I'm going to shift my bags and cling wrap and foil and all of that to the first cabinet. So it just makes sense. It's almost like a consistent area where I'm storing all of the bags and the foil and things of like food storage items. I'm also going to relocate the hubby's grill pan that he makes our pancakes on every Saturday. I'm going to actually move it down to this base cabinet because this is where he makes the pancakes, this area right here. So I want to make it as fluid as possible for him. So I was just playing around to see if I could move the griddle for him, and I'm going to notify him that this is now where his workstation will be for pancake making. So yes, I'm just putting the items back, and you'll see me kind of stopping and pausing. I'm just trying, it's like a game of Tetris, it really is. Trying to just make sure that I get the maximum space and capacity out of my space. I want to get the maximum usage out of my space. So I'm just going ahead and trying to allocate the space for my kitchen so it can just function and operate as best as possible. So I had a pause here just to see when I reassign different items, where do we go to use these items? I also wanted to just corral items that we don't use on a daily or weekly basis for that matter in a place where the space isn't as taxing. So it just really made more sense for me to move up items that we use weekly and daily, and then put those items that we do not even look at on a weekly or daily basis, further away from us. But our prime real estate space should be items that you put your hands on almost every day. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to figure it all out, seeing what makes sense and what does not make sense. So you'll see that I did readjust and reassign certain appliances to different spaces. But I'm sure my hubby will be happy, and I probably will move some other items for him as well, just so he can have his own pancake station. Okay, so I'm finally finished. I'm going to go ahead and pull the grill back out so you guys can get a close-up look of inside the cabinets. So the top rack, I just have all my Ziploc food storage bags, along with some of a box of drinking straws that I keep for the household. I have our Fry Daddy fryer with the hubby's little pancake spatula. His pancake batter dispenser, he uses that. And then I also just placed our small food processor in the back there as well. That's for quick jobs. And then I have all of our cling wrap. I'm just switching that over. The OCD in me wanted to turn that right side up. But I have the clean wrap, the aluminum foil, parchment paper, and such down below. So it just makes better sense for me to shift some items. Okay, so moving on to the second cabinet, I'm putting back my Le Creuset cookware, and I'm going to also put my salad spinner in this cabinet as well. These are the things that we reach for mostly, like on a weekly basis or so, and especially because it's the winter time and hubby and I love to do chilies and stews and things of that nature. We do use our Le Creuset cookware more frequently in the fall and winter seasons than in the summertime, which it would make sense because who wants to eat a pot of piping hot soup in the summer? I mean, some people do, but we normally don't. But yeah, so then also our salad spinner here, it's fairly big, but it's really, really good. It works so well. I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to look at it and link it below. But yes, so I'm trying to just adjust the shelf. These are bulky items. So the salad spinner, the door wasn't closing for me because of the salad spinner. So I was just trying to maneuver the pans to get the salad spinner to fit. So also, we normally would keep our dog food in the first cabinet, and because I did the switch, I figure I'll move the dog food to the second cabinet. But what I might do is I'm going to go ahead and place the little Kendall's dog food in her own chest because they're packets. They're fairly neat, and I do like to empty out her dog food in her container in the kitchen, but it's not a messy job, so I can probably go ahead and move her items to her own care chest. Okay, so now I moved over to my third cabinet that I wanted to tackle for today. And this cabinet is on the side where we keep our breakfast cereals and things of that nature. And I wanted to just kind of clean it out and just reassign some things and or just readjust some things just so things would fit better, look more visually appealing and things of that nature. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just pull everything out, and I'm going to give it a good vacuum, a good wipe down with some cleaner, and then place everything back. Okay, guys, here are the final results. Everything is nice and neat, put back in its place. I did relocate my popcorn machine, my waffle machine, and my food processor to this cabinet. I also corralled my small kitchen gadgets and put them in two white baskets instead of just having all of them in one. The two baskets came from the dollar store, but I'm very happy with the results.